Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Grounded 2. This is a beginner's guide, and if you haven't played this game before, you haven't played Grounded 1, I'm going to talk you very briefly through this, but we're just going to jump straight in. I've gone into a normal game, so I've just gone start game, everything says normal, and here we are. This is a continuation of Grounded 1, so the story continues. It's very similar gameplay. A few things have changed. What we're going to do right now is just use W, A, S, and D to move around. We're going to head outside the door.
Brook Hollow City Park. This confirms I've been miniaturized a second time. Temporary amnesia is part of the shrinking process, of course.
And yes, so we got shrunk in a mad professor's back garden in Grounded 1. And we had to deal with things like ants and spiders, cockroaches, praying mantis and things like that. And then that was 2 years ago. There was a celebration in this park for the 2-year anniversary for us being safe. And yes, it turns out we've just woken up after being shrunken again against our will. And so we've got to figure out what's going on. And that's why we're currently here. And so yeah, let's go and have a look. We need to go to the right-hand side. We can sprint by holding left shift. We're going to go through this door.
Is that a recording of the ceremony? Dr. Tully is... Oh my. I remember. Dr. Tully ran off with Burgle's head. That was my call to adventure. I have to find them and save Burgle.
So Burgle is a robot and you found him in Grounded 1 and you repaired him and he helped you to escape. The professor, the mad professor that we just mentioned, ripped the head off this robot and now it's your job to try and save him. So what we're going to do inside this room is turn to the left and jump over this by pressing space. We'll move around to here and we'll press left alt to duck. And it's just teaching you the very basics of controls. And we're going to come up to this machine here and press E. That's it for basic movement. We're now going to learn a little bit about crafting. Okay, so in order to craft, we first need to get our device. We do it by walking up to this terminal, and pressing and holding E.
Keep your arm still as the Scabby 2K's microneedles connect to your blood vessels. I'm Sloan Beaumont, your new boss. I'm so glad to welcome you to the Omnid Park training program. Located here in scenic and dangerous Brook Hollow Park. You are now tiny, but well equipped. Congratulations.
I never imagined I would get another Scabby 2 years later. After what it took to peel off the old one.
Yes. So let's just have a very quick look at the UI. Top left is your quest, what you need to do. Bottom left is your thirst and hunger, your stamina and health, and any buffs and debuffs. Hotbar along the bottom, and then we can access that device on our arm by pressing the tab key. So this is it. So you've got different icons here. You can use Q and E to go through them. First is going to be your data points, so any data we pick up in the map. Next is going to be the quest that we're currently doing, if you want to pin them or not. Next one is the map itself. We're inside this building. We can see that area we just looked out, the park. This is the area out there. Our inventory, our crafting menu. We've got mutations, which is as you start to do stuff, you get better at it, and then you can equip mutations. And then later on, we've got this, which is milk molars that you can find. And this can increase things like your max health, max stamina, etc. All right, going to press escape to come out of that. Now, there are some additional menus that aren't in that display. So whilst tab gets you into there, if I wanted to go directly to the crafting, I can just press C. C is going to take me to crafting. I is going to take me to inventory. So there are hotkeys to get to each of these. If I wanted to, as well as crafting, I can do some hand crafting. I can do that by pressing Z. Now that just brings up a menu, and if I let go of Z, it stops. So it's just to hold it. I can quick craft any of these core items that I need, and I can let go. C brings up the normal crafting menu, and then there's also going to be a workbench later where I can do additional crafting. And B brings up the building menu. And there's not really a lot of stuff that I can build at the moment. So you've got those 3 menus. Z for quick crafting, C for normal crafting, and B for building. Just need to bear those in mind. Right, we're going to walk up to this and press and hold to use. Okay, now we can come up here. Now you might want to take some time to look around. I'm not actually going to worry about that. I'm just going to run through here. If you want to learn the story and everything, that's great. I'm more interested in showing you
Your Scabby 2K detected a resource analyzer.
how to play this game.
You'll
We're
find
going to
one
head
of
down
these
here.
at every ranger outpost in the park.
Okay, so let's head outside into the dome.
Inside the training dome, you'll learn a crucial survival skill: crafting.
My crafting skills were more than proficient in Dr. Tully's yard. I nearly forgot how sturdy grass is at this scale, and how comparatively crushable I am.
Yes, everything is very, very big. So there are 4 things in this room that we can pick up, and they're kind of glistening so you can see them. The first is pebblets. Pebblets is pebbles, but smaller. So we can pick those up. There's a boot there, but we're going to ignore that. So pebblets is the first thing that we can pick up. The second thing is plant fibers. So on the floor, you can see plant fibers, and we can pick those up as well. As we keep moving through, you're going to see sprigs, like seeds. Bearing in mind, we are very, very small. So we can pick up the sprigs, or we can pick up the plant fibers. And the fourth and final thing in here is a sap. Sap you will find around bark. So you can see it here on any wood. Tree sap. We can pick that up as well. Now we have those 4 items that we've picked up. We can go over to this, which is the resource analyzer. Press E. And you'll see all of the items that we haven't analysed yet are going to have little exclamation marks. Press space and we'll analyse them. That will then unlock all the crafting that we can do with this. We'll also get some raw science points. Now notice there is 4 charges. These will recharge over time, and if you go to 2 different analyzers in 2 different locations, they're independent. So just bear that in mind. As you're doing this in the early game, you will have to wait for this to recharge. So we're going to go ahead now and skip this, do the next one.
You will need a weapon for the next part of the training.
This is going to unlock
Use it
bandages.
against hostile creatures, but never against your fellow employees.
This one is going to unlock bow and arrow, or just a bow, roasting spit to cook, and plant fibers. And then the last one here, torch, eye patch, and a plant lamp. Okay, there's the 4 items. So now we're going to press Z. We can go and we can quick craft something. So for this, we need to make crude rope. We're missing 1 crude rope. So we can just click up here or press space to craft that. Now we've got everything we need to be able to make this. So I can just press space to quick craft. Another way I can do this is to press C. I can come over here to craft the crude rope. And then I can click on weapons, click on here, and click to craft this way. If I press and hold, I'll craft and I'll equip it.
Good. You are now legally armed and potentially dangerous.
If I press I, you'll see this is in my strong hand. I can move it over here, and that's how I can equip items. You'll also notice there's something called a hot pouch.
This counts as research, right?
So a hot pouch, press V, and this shows you all of the core items. So in a moment, I've assigned this. I can also press I, and then once there, I can press Z when something's in my inventory, and I can assign it to one of these spots. So if I put this in slot 1, this is now hotkey 1. So if I press 1, I will equip it. All right, that's all of the keys we need. So there you go. You can block attacks with your weapon. Time your block just right to do a perfect block.
When you're ready, press the button to receive an opponent.
So
Your
all
combat
opponents.
skills will be evaluated by a panel of experts.
What criteria are we being evaluated on?
Okay. All opponents have an animation, and if you learn the animation and how they work, you'll see that if they were to hit you, you get injured. If I was to block this, I would still get injured and lose stamina. But if I do a perfect block, I don't lose anything. You can tell a perfect block because you get little sparks that come off of it. So watch. Perfect spot. So you need to learn that.
Good. Your performance was rated out of 10.
We can only go through one door. This is where they come out. This is locked. This door.
I don't think
We need
there
to go
are
up
any
there.
personnel left. I hear a telephone ringing.
This evacuation sucks. The executives got embiggened while the rest of us schlubs have to run for our lives. If they hadn't botched the taming program, we could at least ride away on a bug. If I survive this, I'm changing careers. I'll teach preschool or something.
I'm trying not to talk over the chat here, so we'll just go through this.
Hi there. Bad news. I have sustained damage. Please. Hi. Burgle. Please fix Burgle. Friendly face cannot abandon. Burgle.
Hey, you don't get a phone call?
She's crazy. Traumatic experience for Burgle. I'll need some assist in getting you out of this mess. You go. Please.
So, Burgle has been kidnapped. His head's been torn
Sounds
off.
like a hostage situation.
We need to go and rescue him.
Is someone working with Dr. Tully? Who is she? Oh, this goes deeper than I thought.
Okay. Then we're ready to head outside.
Now you're park worthy. Time to step out into the wild. To complete the training, get your Omni tool at the Ranger Outpost.
So, we need to go to the Ranger Outpost.
All tool? Intriguing concept.
Here's the world. So, as we look around, you'll notice if we look up, there's some plugs here. There's some pipe and guttering here. So, we're actually under a bench at the moment. Kind of gives you some context as to the size of things. And you can see there's a lot going on around us. So, what we're going to do right now is we're going to walk over to this marker. But on the way, anything that stands out as being dangerous, we're going to avoid. And anything we think we can kill, we're going to kill. We're going to also harvest as much as we can whilst we're on our way. So, heading out. We're going to pick up these sprigs. This guy, we're actually going to kill him. So, the cool thing about this guy, this is a weevil, right? Takes a couple of hits. There we go. And we can pick him up. Pebblets as well. There's only a few things we can get at the moment. Plant fibers, we can take those.
Too bad the ceremony was interrupted by an explosion. I would have liked to hear the rest of the program.
All right, we'll take this. This is some nectar.
I sense a grub is beneath the surface of the earth. I wonder if they have vision being underground so much.
That's the pamphlet, so we can use that as a point of reference. Just looking around, keeping our eye out for anything that could kill us. Remember, this is a survival game. Okay, we made it. So far, so good. Let's go into this outpost. Again, just picking all of this stuff up as we go. So now we're inside. We can pick up our Omni tool. Now, this is meant to streamline the crafting process or the survival process. In most survival games, you have an axe to chop down trees. You have a pickaxe to be able to mine stone. You'll normally have a shovel that you can dig with, and you'll have a hammer to repair things with or to build with. This is all in one. So we're going to pick this up.
Eminence take on the Swiss Army knife.
But instead of having access to it all,
Transmission on a communication array?
we only have the
Well,
axe to start.
I'll need to find a way to access it, however.
Okay, so we need to get in there.
Must be another entrance.
We can't get in there that way, so we need to head out. There's another analyzer here. So anything new that I've picked up, I can now analyze. And this will allow me to unlock new items. There we go, look. So now we've got some other items here. So because we've got some raw science, we've unlocked level 1, we've now got armor. So we're just going to analyze all of this. Cool, we can't analyze anything else. Great, we're going to head outside.
With the Omni tool in hand, I can craft armor for my adventures.
Now, it will tell you when you need to go somewhere, how to get there, and it normally does that through a visual aid. In this instance, it's this black tubing. You're going to see this throughout. This is what the developers use to be able to guide you. So, we typically will just run up there, but before we do that, we actually want to get ourselves set up. We don't want to get too carried away. There's a couple of these weevils here. We're going to go and kill these. poor little thing, but we do need it. We'll
Greetings,
explain why in a
people.
minute.
I hope those jokes about your nose don't make you self-conscious.
Kind of important to get those.
I'm sure evolution had its reasons.
We can also now take this and chop it down. Now the reason we're going to do this is because we get these grass planks and we need to take a grass plank back inside. Take it up to the analyzer machine and we're going to analyze this grass plank. And this is going to unlock a workbench as well as basic building materials. The only thing we want right now is the workbench. So now, we need to build ourselves a workbench. We're going to do that by pressing the B key. And we're going to put a workbench blueprint down. So we're just going to put it down just in front of us right here for now. Okay, now the blueprint's down. We're going to press right mouse button just to remove the blueprint. Now we can make this. But to make it, we need a few things. We need sprigs and sap. Well, we've picked that up already, so we'll start putting that down. But now we need 3 green planks. Well, there's one here. And there's actually the others are just here that we picked up. So we'll go ahead and use these to build our workbench. And it's done. Now if we click on the workbench, we can make some items. For example, we can make a weevil shield. But we need a few items to be able to do this. We've got the raw weevil meat, but we need a grub hide. Well, at the moment, we can't get a grub hide. That'll come later. So, what can we do right now? Well, we can make some armor. It's very important that we make something for our heads. We have to look at what is going to give us the most amount of resistance. Anything's going to be better than nothing. What can we make at the moment? Well, we could make an eye patch. Or we could just make a hood. A hood needs a clover leaf and a crude rope. We also want to make a poncho, which needs a clover leaf. And we want to make shin guards, which needs clover leaves. So we need 6 plus 3 plus 4. 13 clover leaves. Now, in this starting area where we are, if we look to the left through this archway, you'll see clover leaves. They're these little patterns here. There's 3 of them. If we walk up to it, it says clover. Hold E because we can now chop with our tool. That's going to give us 3, 6. That's going to be 9, 12. Now remember, that'll be 15. So now what we need to do is go and pick all of these up. Okay. You can also pick up these, which are mushrooms. Don't forget our plant fibers. Just always grabbing these when we can help it. A couple of rocks, things like that, just to get started. Okay. We'll kill him. Just to grab him. Oh. And then there's a couple more that fell down here. We'll pick these up. Excellent. So now if we come back to here, we can start to craft, but we need this crude rope. So in order to do that, let's just quick make this. So we're going to craft many by holding down W, and we'll make as many as we can. Now if we click on this, we can make ourselves a hood. We can make ourselves a poncho. And to make a shin guard, we just need a little bit more rope. Now, we don't just want to go around picking up fibers all the time. It's going to take too long. So what we can do is we can actually hack away at the stem of the grass. And that is going to make us plant fibers. So we can chop down the grass blade. Bear in mind, this is just one blade of grass. So just to give you a concept of how short we are. There we go. And now, if we come over here, we can make ourselves these. So in order to do that, again, we're just going to make as many of these as we can. Now we're going to go ahead and craft this. Press I, and now we can see our items. So the hood, we're going to put on our head.
Exoskeleton activated.
We're going to put our poncho on our body and our shins on our legs. Great. So now we can defend ourselves. We've got a weapon and we've got some basic armor. All right. What else can we build at the moment? Well, we can build a roasting spit, and that's going to allow us to cook some food. We're not going to do that now. We'll put the blueprint for this down, We're not going to worry too much about it at this stage. Cool. We've got a couple of other items here. So what we'll do is we'll just head inside and we'll just use the analyzer. 4 charges, we want to make the most of it. There we go. And that's going to allow us to make a basket, a lean-to. And we can go outside and now we can build these. So we'll get a lean-to. This is an area for us to save the game. So we're going to put this down here. We'll build this. And we'll use it. And we're going to set this as our respawn point. So now if we die, we're going to respawn right here. Perfect. The next thing it said I can build is a storage basket. So I'm going to put a storage basket just down here. And for that, I'm going to just need a couple more of these clovers. So I'll get 1 more. And a couple more sprigs as well. And grab this guy while I'm here as well. So, a couple of mushrooms. A couple of sprigs. Get a couple of these. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to pick up whilst I'm here. Just need a couple of these clovers. And I'll get 2 of these so it's done. I now need to get some dry grass or some dry wood. So what I'm going to do is come over to here, and this is dry grass. So I can hack at this as well. And it's going to give me this, which is exactly the same, but this stuff's dry. And you'll normally find this stuff's not connected to anything else. So there's another piece of it here, look. It's just dry grass. So come up to this, chop it down. And just pick up the bits that it leaves behind. And there's normally 3 of them. Okay. I'll pick all of these up. If you've ever played a game like Green Hell, this is very similar. Just drop those down there for now. Now this can be built. So I'm going to go ahead and all the pebbles, sprigs, dry grass. That's now built. And the only other thing I can build at the moment is a storage basket. But in order for that, I'm going to need the leaves and 3 of those. So do I have enough to make these? Let's have a look. No, I'm going to need some more. So easiest way to do this is just going to be to chop down some grass. We'll do 2 of these. And then we're going to get a plant fiber to go with it. And we'll pick this up. We'll pick all this up as well because we're going to try and keep it tidy around here as much as we can. And we're going to drop this down here. All right, so far so good. Right, we'll talk about that in a moment. We're just going to go ahead and make these. So now we've got a basket. Anything that we won't want to keep with us at the moment, we can just put in here for now. And we can use it later. So, just a way to be able to store things. Now, again, looking in our inventory, dry grass, we haven't checked that out yet. So let's go in and do this. All right, stem planets and plank planets. Great, let's go and build those. So pressing the B key, we can now build these, which is a plank pallet. So we'll just put this down to the side here. And look at what it's going to need. It's going to need dry grass, which we've got available. So we can use that. We need some crude rope. We need a lot of crude rope, right? So going to have to get as many of these as we can for now. Now, the easiest way to do this is going to be just to go around and pick up these plant fibers like this. If you can see enough of them. They're all over the place like this. That's the easiest way to get them. However, it is a bit time consuming. And also, don't forget, we have to turn them into these so we can make this crude rope. Once we've done that, we can come back over to this. And we can start making this. Now, we need a couple more pebbles. Pebbles, quite easy. They stand out. Just pick those up. And now we've built this, we can pick all of these up. Come over to this and press R and hold it. and we'll deposit them onto here. So this is just a way to store things. Now you might think, well, what's the point of doing this? Do I really want to build a base? Well, yes, you'll have to. Part of this game is like tower defense. Bugs will attack you. You'll need a base to defend yourself. That's something that's going to happen later. So we do have to start thinking about base building, but not right now. So before we get carried away and go on our adventure, there's a couple more things I just want to talk to you about. One of them is dandelions. We can see one up there, right? So we're going to come over here and we're going to knock down a dandelion. We're going to look for it. We can see it there, here. So there we go. We've got a dandelion. We're going to chop this down. Great. Now when that falls, we have to come down here and we have to pick up these. These, the tufts, we can use these to glide. So they're in our backpack. You can see them in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. If we fall from a height, we use one of these to be able to glide down safely. Okay, so we always want to keep them in our backpack, at least a couple of them. The last thing we're going to need to do whilst we're here is find some water. Now water is a dewdrop and you can see it on the grass. See, there's one there. What we need to do is we need to head over to this blade of grass, look for where it comes down, the stem of it, and then we're going to hit it. When we hit it, that water is then going to fly down here. Now we're going to chase this. Just be careful because there could be bad guys around here and things that want to kill us. Now we're going to come to here and we can drink that.
Like H2O.
And that's it. Simple as that. So now we're going to head back over this way. Right, there's a couple of these mites over here.
Ah, yes. The lawn mites want to fight me for some reason. That's behavior for such a small creature.
And we know how to dodge these. We know how to parry them. Easy kill. So we've got the mite fangs, the mite fuzz. So we're going to keep hold of that. All right, now this was what we dropped down. So we're going to pick this up. Inventory is full. We're going to come over to here. And we'll just drop these on the floor for now. If we go to build, we can now make what is a stem pallet. So we've already made the one for that. We'll do this one to go next to it. Now, I'm not going to make this, but you can see there's a few things we need to do to make this. We need some crude rope, some pellets, and some dry grass. Now, we'll get that as we're out and about. As we're doing that, we'll be able to then store these on here. So that's how we'll do our storage. But for now, we're just going to crack on and we're going to head up here. We've got everything we need. And as I mentioned, it's telling us find a way to the communication array. We have to follow this black tube. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to head up here. Dry grass there. We'll take that. Again, anything we find on the way is going to help us, right? So we're going to follow this around. Keep following it. We're going to pick all this up as we go.
A lifeless body. Oh, it makes me uneasy.
Got some stuff on here.
Although,
We'll take that.
fate of all living things.
Plant fibers. We've got some crude rope. So we'll take all of that. All right, I can see there's some more bugs and things up ahead. Keeps it very simple to start with. So we'll kill this. Because we've got armor on as well, it's going to be quite easy. Now, they're actually going to fight each other as well.
The
We're gonna-
sun is leaning westward. Best course of action is constructing a place to sleep.
He was actually chasing that weevil. We actually saved him, so all good. All right, so that pipe that we were following leads us to here. Now we need to follow it inside. Now, in order to go inside, we need to be able to craft. So we're going to open up our crafting menu. We need to be able to craft a torch. Now, in order to build a torch, we're going to need some dry grass. So we haven't got any of that at the moment. Let's go outside. And again, we're looking for some dry grass. There's lots of it over here, look. So we'll come over here. Grab some of this. Now we can knock this down. And we can also break this. And it's going to give us this, but also from here as well. So now we've got loads of dry grass. That is going to allow us to make a torch. So we'll craft a torch. And we can press 5
This one's for you, Prometheus.
to equip it. Just to show you the difference, this is without, this is with. So now we've got a torch. Alright, so we're going to head down here. This blob is science. We can just walk into it. We pick it up.
Science you can touch.
And also these. Oh. Couple more of these guys. Alright, nice and easy. Just finish them off. Alright, we're going to pick up these. Because we're going to use those for torches in the future. Couple more of these guys. Okay, so our health is starting to get down a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to press C for craft, go to medical supplies and bandage. And we can make a bandage because we've got a sap. So we're going to do that. Now we've got a bandage. We can press 8, but I don't like pressing 8. So what I'm going to do is press I, go to my bandage and press Z. If I click on my bandage and press Z, I can now assign it. I'm going to put it into slot 2. Now it's on 2. So it's easier for me as I'm pressing W. I can just press 2 and I'm going to heal up. Alright, it takes a little while for the heal to kick in. So you don't want to take any damage because then it will cancel it out. So we're going to wait. That's it. Now the red bar at the bottom left is up. We can continue. So we're going to head down here. A couple more of these mites. Can't even see it. There, oh, there they are. Alright, collect them. There is another one. I can't even see it. There it is. That's why we've got the armor on as well, though. It does help protect us. Cool. Now, before we go inside, we can actually head over the top here. We can pick up this tree sap, because tree sap's important. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to jump over here. And in doing that, we go up here and grab that raw science. We can also grab that. And then we can just head back. There you go, just jump over and grab that and we'll come back and we're back to where we started. I think there's a couple more mites in here. I can't see them, but I can hear them. Alright, now the door's broken. You can't get in through the door, so we have to go through the side here. Oh yeah, there is. There's one in there, look. Cool. And there we go. So now we're inside. So, this was the room we was in before. And if we want to, we can just press and hold this. And now that door is open, we can get in and out. We have to go and do this. So, let's go and press E.
Oh my god, you're alive. Oh, yes. Oh, I was so worried. Not killing teenagers. It's my whole thing.
Alright, I'm not going to go through this, but we'll just skip this.
How do you feel?
Okay, now that's done. We can open up this box. Take this. And we're now done in here. We now have to go over to this, which is the ranger station. Click on this, and we have 3 options, okay? The far right is your ranger challenges. Now, we've already completed a few of these as we've been progressing. But there's a few other things we're going to need to do. Kill 5 gnats, cook 3 bug meat on a fire, harvest 5 dandelion tufts. And all of this is going to eventually get you to the stage of where you're progressing. And these will start to unlock as you start to do more. So, we're going to ignore those for now. You've got the science shop where you can come and buy stuff. You can use your points to buy stuff. Now, I wouldn't do that right now. Don't waste your money. Save it. What we need to do is go to the Omni tool. Now, the Omni tool at the moment has an axe. I mentioned before it does 4 things. An axe, it is a hammer, it is a shovel, and a wrench. And what we want to do is unlock the hammer. But to do that, we need a pebble. So we need science, pebbles, and sap. We've got the sap, we just need a pebble. And for this, we need a grass seed. So we need a pebble and a grass seed. And then we can unlock the hammer and the shovel.
Whichever
So-
prominent employee designed this terminal did a
Let's go and get
decent
those 2
job.
items.
A lot of potential here.
All right, so the first thing we need is a pebble. That is super simple. We just need to look around. And we'll find one. There. Done. The next thing we need to do is find a flower. So you see there's a flower, like the grass. So we need to find that and chop it down. So this one here, grass flower. When you chop this down, it's going to give you some seeds. They'll fall somewhere. There we go. There's 2 seeds, right? So we're going to take those 2 seeds. We'll also pick up this and take it with us. We'll grab another stone, another pebble as well. And we're going to head back. It's very simple. We'll just drop these onto here for now because we'll use those later. And we're going to go back inside. Now we've just picked up the seed and the pebble, so we can now unlock on here the Omni tool. The first one we'll do is this, so press and hold. And now we can do the shovel, or press and hold. And the reason we can do that is because we have the science points, because we did all of the other things to get those points. We're not worried about the wrench at the moment, we'll get that later. This is for repairing, we don't need it right now. We've got what we need. So, hammer and shovel is done. Let's now head outside and test them both out. So, it is night time, so we are going to sleep. We'll sleep till morning, and that's the end of the first day. So we've got through the tutorial. We've got our base setup. I would say that this not even a base really. It's just survival at this stage. But what we need to do now is we need to make that shield. So in order to do this, to make a weevil shield, we need some grub hides. Grub hides we need to get from under the ground. So we're going to walk around and we're going to look for where the ground moves, like over here. And because we've got a shovel now, we can press and hold E and we can pull these up and then we can attack them twice and then we can take them. And we've got the grub hide. So we've just got 2 grub hide from that. Look around, there's another one up here. Grab the pebbles as well. There you go, just there. So these little grubs, they don't hurt you. Just dig them up. A couple of hits. Easy. Another one here, dig them up. A couple of hits. And it's done. Excellent. Okay, let's head back. Again, just getting other things as we go. And we're back to where we started. We also got the hammer. The hammer allows us to bust things like this. This is going to give us a load of sap. So rather than running up and down and getting sap from trees or tree branches, we can just hit those and get them from there instead. Okay. Right, that's everything we need to start. Now, at the workbench, we can craft some better items. So if we're crafting normally, so if we're crafting over here, there's a few things we can do. But if we're looking at this, it says it needs a workbench, right? So I can't craft it. If I come up to the workbench and then use it, I can now craft this. I've now got a shield. Press I to open up my inventory. Put the shield in my weak hand instead of a torch. And now I've got a shield and a spear. All right. Do a perfect block and you will stagger the enemy. All right. So now we've already talked about how to get water, so we know how to do that. So I'm going to have a drink.
It's clean, but I worry about my mineral intake.
That is just by finding these here, hitting them, watching the water fall down, and then you can drink it. It's as easy as that. You just got to look for the dew, and there's dew all around. There's some up there, some all over the place. So you just grab it, and for now, that's how we're going to get our water. Okay. The next thing we need to do is cook. So press B. We're going to put down a roasting spit, and we'll just put that down. Yeah, for now, we're just going to put that down here. In order to build this, we need some pebbles and some dry grass. Well, we know where to get that. Let's go get some pebbles. Now, if we don't want to get pebbles because it's taking us too long, we just go over to this big boulder and we can smash it. And it's going to give us all the pebbles that we need. Loads and loads of pebbles. We still need some dry grass. We know where to get that from, so let's go back over to this side. Actually, I'm a little bit confused myself. Sorry, over this way. Yep, keep going. And this is back to where we started. You'll see loads of dry grass over here. Okay, take this. And we'll do one more. Now we're going to start fighting some bigger creatures. And the way we're going to do that, head down to here. And you'll see there's these little gnats. Now these are a little bit of a bugger. You can hit them. And then once you've killed them, pick them up. Try not to drink the water. They all follow a pattern. So as long as you follow the pattern, it's quite easy to get them. Sometimes they go off and do their own thing, but overall, quite easy to get them. All right, so there's 3 gnats here. Got those. We've already been in there. And so now we need to head over there. But in order to do this, what we need to first do is go back to where we started. And we're going to put up a trail marker. So here's a trail marker. We'll put this down here. In order to build it, we're going to need a couple of springs. So there's one there. We just need another one. A couple there as well. Okay, now the trail marker's been made. We can click on it. I'm just going to call this home. We'll give it a little home signal. And now if I press M on the map, I'm always going to be able to see it. And also, if I move too far away, it says home and I can always see it. So I always know how to get back here now. So trail markers are good for that. All right. Let's finish off building this. I can press E to cook. I grab some of that food, that raw weevil meat. I can start cooking it. Now you can see any of the meat here, even though it's raw, got a timer before it goes bad. So I want to make sure I cook that. So I've got 3 bits of meat cooking now. We'll just leave those to cook. And inside my box here, anything I don't need on me or that's not important at the moment, I can get rid of it. Hold down left control. And I can just start moving stuff about. Sorry, left shift. Hold down left shift and I can start moving stuff about. Getting rid of the things that I just don't need right now. So I'm going to keep the plant fibers and I'm going to keep that because that's going to allow me to make medicine, which I'm going to keep. But anything else right now that's not important to me, I'm just going to get rid of it. I'll keep those because they're going to make torches for me. Keep hold of food. Get that plant fiber. Anything else I'm just going to get rid of for now. Always keep the dandelions. Okay, and a torch. Perfect. All right. So that's the items that I'm keeping. That's the stuff in storage. Now, this is cooked. So I've got my food. I'm hungry. So I press I. Grab my cooked food. Timer's reset on it now. And I'm going to go ahead and consume it. Making sure that I'm eating the roasted food and not the raw food. Right? So roasted, not raw. Okay. So now we know how to eat and we know how to drink. So now we're good. Now I'm not going to worry about this because it's not ticking down yet. I'll let it tick down a bit and then I'll cook it. Because if you cook it and leave it on there, it will start to spoil. And then it'll be rotten meat and it'll be no good for you. All right, so now we know how to cook. We know how to drink. We've set up our base. We've got some defense. We've got a weapon. We're good to go. Now we're ready to follow her coordinates to go to the next place, which is over this way. So we're going to go over here now. I do recommend following this if it's your first time playing through. It's going to give you the best chance to survive. It's quite a brutal game otherwise and you'll die a lot. So by doing this, you're going to save yourself dying. All right. So we're heading over back towards the start where we came out. We're back under the table again. We're going up here. So we came out over there, I believe. We're going into here. Now, we don't actually need a torch because of these. Now, we're going to pick these slime mold stacks up because we're going to use them later. It will get a bit dark in here. So it's probably good that we have this so we can see. But in doing so, being able to see, we're now not able to defend ourselves with that shield. All right, so now we just need to decide which way we're going to go. We go around to the right. You'll see here, you've got these two boulders that are blocking the way. Now, we couldn't get through here before, but we can now. We can bust these pebbles. And we can get through. And as we get down here, these two are actually fighting each other. You know what? We're going to let them fight it out. We actually need to kill that. We need to kill that ant. But they're doing our job for us. So we're going to let them kill each other. And then we're going to go and deal with whatever's left. This doesn't normally happen. Normally it's just one down here. I don't know why that lava's down here. It shouldn't be. Right. Killed it. That's great. So now we go and finish him off, right? So this is a red soldier ant. And it's going to attack us. Alright, we killed it. We got hurt though, so we're going to heal ourselves. But this is now dead. So we're going to take it apart. And it already had some damage to it. Now, that's where you need to be able to block, right?
Oh no.
Now,
That's the employee Ms. Beaumont
there's a lava
was looking
there.
for.
We'll take that as well.
Check if they have any personal belongings we can recover.
There's also these red ant eggs, which we can pick up if we want to. But there we go. So this is where we need to go. There's the employee. Has some items. We're going to take those.
Listen, I am dead tired. I'm dead tired of credit being taken for my work. All these backstabbers in the taming program. They don't even care if we succeed in riding insects. They're hiding the eggs so they can steal my hatchery design. Oh, I know it. Well, I can hide my work too. Nobody would think to look here.
All right. There we go. So now we've got to go back outside. So that was all we needed to do. Now that lava shouldn't have been in there. It should have just been that soldier ant. But it turns out it worked out well for us. And again, we just let them do their job. Pick up those pebbles and off we go. And because we're done in here now, we'll just pick up a few of these because we'll use those later. We don't really need the red ant eggs. You can take them if you want. We don't need them. We're going. So back out. Press 5 to save the torch. Back to the marker, which is by home. And we're going to craft ourselves a few more. So holding down Z, make ourselves a few more of these. We're going to craft as many as we can. So we'll hold W. Now these guys won't actually attack us unless we attack them first. If we attack them first, they will attack us. Taking that, we get the red ant parts. And we also get the donut chunk that he had. So they won't attack you unless they feel threatened. But if you do attack them, you get the red ant parts and we're going to need those later. So it is advisable to grab them when you can. Okay, we've got a few more things to analyze now. So looking in our inventory, all of this stuff hasn't been analyzed yet. So we're going to come in here and we're going to do that now. Starting with these. Okay, so now we can make new glow sticks. Important to do those. We're also going to do the ants. This is going to unlock the arm guard, knee guard. I will also do this one. This is going to unlock the Crimson Saber, which we want. And a few more bits as well. And we're going to do the Lava Spike that we just picked up. Because this is going to give us Liquid Rage. Okay. Cool. Can't do anything else at the moment. Got to wait for the next charge. That's okay. There are a few new things that we can build. We'll do those in a minute. But we need to go back to this machine, which is the Ranger Station. And we need to put the disc in that we just picked up. Okay. Now that we've done that, we need to go and speak to her on the phone.
Gosh, I thought you might be dead. Have you made contact with our missing researcher? That is so awful. Oh, gosh. I will make arrangements with our funerary services.
I'm going to skip this. Okay. Right, so now what we have to do is come back to the Ranger Terminal, go back to the science shop, and now we're going to have a hatchery. Now, I told you before not to get anything because this is what we need. We have to get this. We need a hatchery. This is part of the story because we have to get a red soldier ant, which is what we've just killed. We have to get the egg for it so that we can make our own and then we can hatch it. So we're going to buy the hatchery.
Protocol for raising a tame insect. Oh, incredible.
We're not going to get anything else at the moment. There's nothing else we need. So we're going to come out here. And now we need to build a hatchery. So we're going to come outside. Press B. And now we've got a new item here, which is hatchery. So we're going to put that down. And we'll put that just over here for now. I can just go there. Right, now, a few things we need. Mite fuzz. All right, we've got enough of that. What we don't have at the moment is acorn tops and acorn cells, and we don't have weed stems. Okay, so we need to pick those up. So, weed stems, where are we going to get those from? Well, multiple different places. At the moment, we've got them over here, but they're sitting on the ground. So if we were to build this, by the way, we need some more of that rope. So, we can make loads of this now. Now that's built, we can grab these, put these weed stems onto here, deposit them. And now because we've done that, if we come back over to here, we can use them from this look. See, the 5 are now available. We need one more. So we're going to go and grab something up here. Can't do a husky weed, can't chop that down yet. We'll go and grab a plant. So, grass flower. And as that falls... No, that's the wrong one. Sorry, that gives us... We need to go and get dandelions, sorry. We'll take these anyway, so we've got them. We'll just put them on here. Looking for dandelion. There. This will give us what we need. Okay. These. So again, we're going to pick these up. We're going to put them onto here. So we'll deposit them onto there. We'll take that one as well. And now because we can... Whoa, hold on. Because we can now use them, we'll come over to here. And the only thing we're missing now is acorns. We need 5 acorn shells. An acorn gives you 2 shells. That means we need to break 3 acorns. So we're going to come back up and follow this pipe again. And by following this pipe, there's an acorn directly ahead of us. But there's going to be things we have to be careful. There's going to be spiders up here, things to fight us. So we have to be very careful. Here we go. Here's an acorn. So we're going to go and bust this with a hammer. We'll take the shell on 2 sides. Alright, being very careful not to get caught up with the spiders. Oh, there we go. There's a mite there. We'll kill that. Oh, the mite's actually not fighting us. It's fighting that. We'll kill it anyway. Right, now what we're going to do is we're going to go across the top here. Across the top. So this was the ridge where that dead body was. Remember, this was where that pipe was? Dead body should be just underneath me here. Let's get our bearings so you know where we are. There's the dead body. So where the dead body is, we're going to go up. And we're going to go to the right. And what we're going to do is follow this ridge. And we're going to stay very close to the ridge. And there'll be acorns along the top here. But there's spiders and a lot of bad things over there that will kill us. We don't want to get into a fight with them. So we're going to take this. Okay, we're going to go along and try and do one more. There is another one up here. There we go. That's what we need. Perfect. And we didn't encounter any bad guys or anything that's going to kill us. So, all good. All right. We can even chop down this dry grass that's here. And if we come down, perfect. All right, and this is where the gnats were. The other thing we can do now is this is clay. Because we've got the shovel now, we can dig clay. We couldn't do that before. All right, so there's a bit of clay. We'll just pick that up. There's another bit over this side here. We'll grab this. And we're going to head back. Simple little loops. A bug there, we'll leave him. There's a dead body again. We'll come back over here. This is like a sprinkler, which later on we'll start to see water and everything come from this, which is good. Not right now, there's no drips here. Here we are, we're back to where we started.
Worker ant. When they're older, they become foragers.
Loads of ants around here now. That's cool. We're going to attack this one. He will fight us. That's cool. We just want to pick up his body. All right, now we've got the bits that we need. We can finish this. That's the last thing that we need to do now is just make sure we've got another sprig and then we're good to go. But we also need a red soldier ant egg. That's the key. So in order to get that, we have to go on a little mission. Now, we're not quite ready to go on that mission yet, so let's just prepare for it quickly. We're going to go to the research bench and we want to make ourselves a crimson saber. For this, we need a red ant. We don't have this yet. This is kind of like the pincers, right? So we have to go and fight another ant to be able to get that. We've got the other parts we need, so we just need that to be able to get this. We're going to go and see how we get on. I'm not too keen, well, I'm not too confident on my ability. You maybe will be better than me at this. Let's drink some water first.
Nothing like H2O.
Okay. And now, the other thing that we need to do, we're going to get some food cooking, by the way, because that is now starting to run out a little bit. So we'll just take the 3 here that are running out the most. We'll leave the other stuff. Cool. All right, now, okay, so here's the problem. I'm not very good at this game. I can tell you what to do, but actually being able to do it is a different matter. So I need some plant fibers. The reason I need some plant fibers is because I need to make as many bandages as I can. I've got 8 at the moment. I'm going to make sure I'm fully healed. I'm going to have 7 left. That's not going to be enough for me. I'm telling you now, it won't be enough. So, what we're going to do as a way to, you know, kind of protect ourselves and do this in a way where we can, if we have a problem, we can deal with it. We're going to just build another one of these. Now we need another clover leaf for these, right? But also the other parts are all in storage. We don't have them with us. So what we want to do, we could relocate this one. We're just going to build a new one. Okay, we're going to go over here. And we're going to pick up another clover.
This one's for you, Prometheus.
So it is a little bit dark out here. That one's just kind of gone down here. Let's grab that. Okay. And there was a couple of other bits we need to get as well. So we'll get a couple of these as well. Great. Okay, so what we should be able to do now by pressing B is we should have... No, we need one more spring and one more clover leaf. Okay. Right, there's the sprig. There's the clover leaf. Right, definitely got enough now. So we're going to head over to where it's telling us to go, which is over this way. It's 140 centimeters. And when we get there, we're going to put down a new bed. And the reason we're going to do that is so we don't have to keep running over there every time we die. So we'll get right to where we need to go. And everything should be asleep because it's night time. And we are going to put down a lean-to. And we're going to put this lean-to down right at the
A
entrance.
soldier ant. It could be a grizzled veteran.
Oh, we can't do it
many
now.
Ant wars. Or
Okay, we've
fresh
got to
out of
fight this
training and
first.
terrified of combat. I'm somewhere in between.
Right. We're going to heal up. Try and heal before we die. We can also use, if we need to jump back. Okay, we've got the block off. That's good. All right, we killed him. And we got perfect block off. Good. Oh. Okay, that's just a mite. We're not worried about that. Cool. So, now that we got that killed, we're going to come over to here and we're going to put down that bed that we talked about. Right, so there's the entrance here, right? So what we're going to do is press B. We're going to put down a lean-to and we're going to put that lean-to down right at the entrance here. We're going to build it. We're going to click on it and we're going to set that to be our respawn. So here is our new respawn point. Now we're going to go back to our home location. We're going to heal ourselves up. Also going to make sure we can craft as many of these as we need. We've got 9 bandages, we're good. And we should now be able to make, if we go to our weapons, the Crimson Saber, because we picked up that second red ant. We got the first one from down in that cave and the second one from just outside. So now we can craft and equip the Crimson Saber. Done. All right, we've got the Weevil Shield if we need it. And we could, at this stage, look at armor. All right, and there is some things that we can look. So we can get some red ant arm guides because we've got the red ant parts. So that's going to give us a bit more resistance. We could also go for the knee guards, but we don't have enough for the knee guards. So we're going to go ahead and make some red ant arm guards because we've got the mite fuzz, we've got the acid gland that we picked up, and the red ant part. All right, so we're going to craft and equip.
This should protect my internal organs. Somewhat.
Okay. And then what we'll do is in the basket, the stuff that we don't want anymore, the stuff that we don't need on us, we're going to drop this here and just leave it just for now. So all that kind of stuff that's just not that important for us at the moment, we're going to leave here. because we don't really want to take everything with us. If we can help it, there's no need. All right, we've got quite a few bits with us. Let's go. Gonna head up here. Got our new weapon. And we're inside. So now what we need to do is we need to retrieve. Let's just put the light on. I think we might need to craft one. So we'll go into the crafting menu and we're going to make ourselves a slime mold torch. There we go. So now we can see what we're doing. All right, there's going to be quite a bit of fighting down here. These ones aren't going to bother us. They're okay. They're just worker ants. So we're going to keep going down until we find a soldier ant. No, worker ants. There we go. There's a soldier ant. Now the problem is, because of soldier ant, he'll fight us. The worker ants are going to join in. Right, we could end up dying here, which is okay because I want to show you what happens when we die. We're going to die. I'm going to try not to die right now if I can help it. Okay, we're going to just dodge it at the moment. Trying to get out of here. Okay, so I'm healing up a bit. He's dazed. Oh. Cool. Right, we'll take these guys. We'll heal up. And we'll go back in. Now, he's just there. But he looks knackered as well. So I'm just waiting for my health. Now my health's on full. We're going back in. Remember, we've got to do a perfect block. So when he attacks... Okay, we're going to heal up. We're going to go backwards. Okay, we got him. So, the idea now is that we're going to be able to continue on this journey down here, but we're going to have to fight a lot of these. Let's also, whilst we're here, just look at the food that we've got. So remember, eating the roasted food, not the raw food. So we're going to consume that. We do need some water, but we should be okay for now. Let's keep going down. We're going to take this guy out as well. Not that we have to kill him, but we do get the red ant parts, right? And so having those red ant parts can help us with things like armor and stuff like that. All right, we keep going down. Cool. They don't actually get a hit off on us now because of this, because the critical hits from this. All right, so we're in. Now we can go one or two ways, and as you know, you can see here, this is what we're following. Now there is an ant down there. We don't need to go that way. We're going to go this way. So we're going to follow this, as we did before. Now you will die. That will happen, and it's okay. We're just going to craft. Make another torch. Now, if you're better than me, you won't die as much as me. I'm just going to keep following this down. Remembering, blocking, you can't just go and attack. You do have to block in this game. Right, there's another little one here. We'll take this one out. All right, and then there's another soldier. All right. Okay, he's dazed. Now he's dazed, it's easy to get him. He's dead. The dazing comes from this weapon. You don't really get the dazing on the base weapon, which is why we got the upgraded weapon here. All right, we're going to keep going. Now, you might want to heal up to your 100%. I'm okay. I'm just going to keep risking it. We're going to keep pushing down. Another worker ant. We'll take out. And as we push around this corner, there you go. There's another one in front of us. There's also 2 babies there. We're going to take these 2 out first. All right, we've got them both, so that's good. Going to heal up. Back up. Kind of hard because I can't see where we're going, but he's going to stop there hopefully and not follow us. So he's got like a range where he's not going to come any further. And that should give us enough time to actually craft another one of these. Right, now we could put the shield up. And if we put the shield up, just press I because we have a shield. If we put our shield up instead on our weak hand, because we've got lights around here. Oof. Oh, he really got the better of us there. We're going to wait till we heal up. This is why we need so many bandages down here. Okay, we're good to go. Okay, we're going to use a shield. Now, if we get the perfect block, he'll get dazed. There you go. He's dazed. Easy finish. Okay. We continue. Yeah, I think we can go in this way. Just because we can go into here. And then we can get some water, because we need water. Okay, and then we can eat some food and take this. And we can set this as our new respawn point. So we have our respawn point halfway through here now, which is good. Nothing else to do in here, so we're going to leave. But this does get hard from here on out, because the problem we've got now is not that one that we've been fighting so far. Remember, we're going to the right here. This is where we need to go, to the right, not to the left. Okay, it's going to get harder. So we're going to go down. It's very dark. Alright, we took a bit of damage there. We're going to heal up. Good. Gonna try and daze him if we can. Good, we got him. That was a tough one, that one. That was a lot harder. Okay. So as we continue down, we only have 2 bandages left. Okay, so now we've got to the end here, as far as we can go at this point. We can't go to the right there. We can't get through there, so we have to go to the left now. All right, this is where it changes. So now, this is where I'm expecting to die. And you'll see why. There is another one to fight. I did, ironically, at the same time, that just run out. Okay, I'm just going to heal up. He's going to go back, hopefully, and not fight me. Right. Unfortunately, that torch run out there. If that ever happens, just craft a couple of torches. That way you got a few of them. Okay, full health. We're good. Let's go back down. Do this again. He's down there. I need to kill him. I do need to have this fight. Okay. He's coming. Yes, dazed. Good. Okay, here's the problem. This one. This one. This is the problem. The Orc Weaver. Yes, that's the problem. So, we're going to respawn. We do spawn here, which is great, but now we've got that thing to deal with. Which is just... I've never been able to kill it. I'm just not ready for it. So, if you find yourself in a situation, like with me, where you're struggling like that, we're actually going the wrong way. We need to go that way. Then, I trapped it out the way and got around it. But yeah, it's not easy to kill. So, we're going to try. You can always go back and upgrade your armor and you know, just do other things. But this is where I would say you will spend most of your time on this. Getting through these ants is a challenge. But getting to this spider is, yeah. I didn't even take the body of that one, look. Right, so I know he's in here. And I need to get him out of there. I wonder if... I mean, I wonder if... I wonder if I can kill him. Ooh. Can you come out, please? Thank you. Thank you. Right, good. I need you out. Thank you. No. This is not good. Run away. Just run away. Run away. Get in here. Shut the door. And just forget he exists. That's my advice. Forget he exists. Because I've not been able to kill him yet. Okay, so now we're in here, and I think what you can try and do is trap him in here. If you can trap him in here, maybe. I don't know. Like, it's difficult because he kills you so many times. We're not done yet, by the way. We have another one. We have no bandages left.
This counts as research, right?
I actually think we're out of bandages. Yeah, we are. We've got no sap left. All right, I think we're going to die here. There's not really much we can do about this. We're like one hit from death. I'm going to try and do this instead. Okay. No. So that was just unfortunate. Okay, right. We're going to respawn. I wish there was a quicker and a better and easier way to do this that I could tell you, but I just don't know it, unfortunately. We just need to keep... You just need to keep trying. No, I keep doing this. I keep running that wrong way. You have to do right when you come out of here. If you know in the comments a much better way to deal with this, please let me know. So yeah, we come out of here. And then out of here it is to the right. Right. And then we come down. Saving a bit of my stamina because I'm going to have to get past this thing. That's going to be somewhere around here. It's going to be around this corner. I don't know where it is. It's just somewhere on this corner. It's going to be wherever I left it. Right, now I need to get down there. Yeah, look, it's over there. I'm just...
These bugs have no free will.
So I'm just going to ignore it and come straight past here, back to this guy. All right, cool. Now he's back on full health again.
Bound to break eventually.
Too tired. I'm knackered. I need to... There you go. He's dazed. Good. Cool. That means he's dead. Now, there is more. There is more. And I haven't got any bandages left. I have to come down here. And there should be, I believe, one more. Right, so that is the table right in front of us. That is where we need to get to. There's a little one there as well.
Light, a wave, and a particle.
Yeah, look, there's like one. It's kind of weird. He's bugged into the wall. I hope he doesn't kill me. Right, there's this guy here. Last one. Oh yeah, look, there you go. There's a little one. No. Okay. We'll come back down though, because it's just those two to kill now. So we'll respawn. We know where we're starting. We're coming out. We're going right this time. We're going to get it right. We're going to go right. Okay, we're going to head down here. We're going to stop our stamina now. We're going to hope that guy's still bugged out in the wall. Now we could use spider bait. We do have spider bait that we could use to lure him out and to get rid of him. That's probably a better idea. I think he's probably still freaking out in the wall. He is. Right, so he's still bugging out in the wall, so we're just going to run straight past him. Perfect. All right, now we're down to here. Now we've got our bag from last time, which is this one. We'll pick that one back up.
Looks like it's all still here.
And we're down to here. We've also got a bag here. And here he is. Do a 3-hit combo. He's doing good on the blocks.
Bound to break eventually.
No, he got me. Damn. Thought I was going to have him that time. This time. This time. This weapon has nearly broken. And we can't repair it at the moment. So if it does break, unfortunately, we're going to have to go back to the basic one. But this is the last one. If we can just kill this guy, he's the last guy. Okay. Making sure we've got stamina for this part. Yeah, he's still freaked out in there. Good. Okay, last guy.
Right. Looks like it's all still here.
We'll... Oh, we don't even have our shield anymore because our shield broke. Yeah. You know what? He's going up there. We're just going to take it and run. We're off. We've got it. We're out. We're not even going to fight him. We don't need to kill him. We just need to get out with the egg. Okay. We've got to get past this guy now. Now, if I press X, I'd actually have to drop this to do it. So if I just drop that for a sec. If I press X
Counts as research, right?
and then press E,
Another one for the
Orc
companions.
Weaver. All right. So now I can see what he is. Right, where's that egg I just dropped? We go pick that back up. Out we go. Okay, we're going to follow this line back up. Can't see where I'm going. It's so dark. I haven't got a torch at the moment. Keep following this up. I can't fight because I can't hold a weapon while I've got this, which is why we had to kill everything on the way in. Back up to here. That's right. We're going to turn right. Keep going straight. Following this black tube as it takes us all the way out. Okay. Now he's going to want to fight us. I don't want to fight him. So I'm just going to run straight past him. I'm going to keep heading up. And we should be out. It's daytime, which is kind of strange because we've been down there for so long. We're going to head straight for home. We're not going to fight any of the other red ants or any of the other problems. We're going to ignore them. We're just going straight home now. And we're going to place this egg in the hatchery. And ladies and gentlemen, I know that was a little bit of a challenge. Oh. Wait, there's a threat here? Oh, really? Okay. It's just a worker ant. But the worker ant is not happy with the fact that I've got the red ant. And so now I need to lay this down. But in order to do this, I need grub hides, sprigs. Okay, so I need 2 grub hides, acorn shell, which I've got, and 3 sprigs. So sprigs are easy. There's one there. There's another one there. Excellent. I'm going to chuck this down here for a minute. Just unload it. This guy's just going to give me Weevilly. I need a grub hide, so to do that... there we go. There's one right there. Perfect. There's only one grub hide. I think I'm going to need 2. So let's look for another one just to be certain. There you go. There's one right in front of us. Perfect. Killed 5 grubs, which I needed to do anyway. Gives me the extra science. I can see where the egg is as well. The egg is still there. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is everything we need to achieve for the getting started part of this. You are now able to, and we're going to put this down, 12 hours remaining. Now 1 hour on this timer is 1 minute in the game, so that's 12 minutes. What you could do, if it was nighttime here, is you could now go to sleep and we could sleep till the morning. And that is going to skip the process. So now we've done that. It's now the morning. And let's check. Ready to hatch. So we're going to press the retrieve button and we have, kind of hard to see at the moment. Let's just craft ourselves a torch.
Light, a wave, and a particle.
Here we go. Here is our red soldier ant, which we can now
Part of the colony.
mount. Ladies and gentlemen, you can eat and drink whilst mounted on your buggy. You can also fight with him. He can fight while you fight something else, which means we can actually go back down there.
Don't be too afraid. Not yet. Your Scabby 2K was so easy to hack into. I
use it as a PA system. So you finally hitched a ride. Congratulations, you got my attention. Don't think I'll let you get comfortable out there.
I'm baffled by this. In a bad way.
Okay. So, to jump off the mount, simply just left control. You can either tell him to follow you, tell him to stay, or you can pet him. He has health, he has stamina, but he will now fight for us, or with us. And press T to whistle to him and he'll come to us. We're going to pop into here. A lot of stuff we've still got to figure out, so we're going to analyze the bits we can do. We'll do this as well. A red ant head. This will give us a red ant helmet, which we want. We can also do the acorn head. Nice, that's going to give us a spinning wheel. Spinning wheel is really good because that's going to allow us to just to harvest resources better. You'll understand in a moment. And the last thing I'm going to do is this one. Doesn't really matter at this stage. Cool, that's the 4 that I can do. And we're back inside. We'll talk to the lady.
Might be dead. Tell me more.
All right, we'll skip that. And now we need to investigate her coordinates. We also have the ability now to be able to buy new things. And so if we check into here, we've got 2,700. So if you want to do multi-story bases, you can. If you want to do cover roofs, pebblet foundations, obviously important to be able to do that. This one's going to be the most important at the moment. So you can make a better quality base. These, we can't do this at the moment. We haven't found the roaches yet, so we'd have to kill roaches for that. For this one, we haven't got a scorpion stinger yet. And for this one, we haven't got a ladybird head, and we haven't got lingonberry leather. So a couple of things we still need for that. But we can do this one now. We just need to come pick up the clay. We've got the red ant parts. So with the clay, we can now open up the wrench. And then we can repair things as we're out and about. So let's go and do that. We're going to come in here. We're going to pick up the clay. Which I think was in... Hold on, the clay was in here. There. Show you quickly how to repair an item so you know how that works. So, Omni tool. We'll upgrade. And now, because we've got the wrench, if we go into our inventory, pick up something like this, we can now press R to repair it. And as long as we've got the parts, we can repair it. This has now been repaired. With the clay, we will just analyze this because that is going to open up a whole load of building plots, including clay foundation for us. And yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is everything we need to do at this stage. Now, you can continue on the story. If you want to go through the quest mode and you want to continue on that journey, you can. There's obviously a lot of things that we've started to uncover here. The park, the onboarding facility, the sights and wonders. We found a few of them. Bit of stuff. In terms of our list of what to do, the Art of War. Okay, so the stranger wreaking havoc on the park contact you with an ominous message. Prepare your defenses before you become her next victim. Prepare your defenses before you become her next victim. Before you continue with the story, build a solid base. Okay, that's my advice to you from this stage forward. There are some other things you can do here. So these are just ranger challenges. So you can fly swat, tough luck, hydration, station. Just things that you can carry on to build there. So that's everything you need at this stage. Hopefully you've enjoyed this introduction, this tutorial. Build some bases. Let me know how you get on in the comments. But that's it for now. That's it for today. I want to try and keep this about an hour and a half long. But that should be everything you need, step by step, to be able to get your mount, which I think is quite a challenging process in this game, but definitely a rewarding one. Have fun. Enjoy the game. I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.